at the same time, she wants to play, but coach says, well, that might not be able to happen. So anyway, we're just going to have to kind of wait and see what's what. We got a couple minutes here left before we actually get started. I think we're going to go ahead and try to get a quick little lineup. Did not hear this?
No, I didn't hear you guys. I would have messaged you.
Welcome to the Devil Dome. Yes, indeed. We got things kind of up and going now, so we are in good shape. The thing of it is that sometimes when it's warm outside, it messes with our internet. And it's messing with it. We're going to have to get a hold of those folks and tell them to put a fan or something. But anyway, I want to say thank you so very, very much for tuning in tonight. Being in the Red Devil Dome here, North Valley has come to town. But now as soon as we can get out of the gym, we're going to the football field. North Valley says, I know we're not in your league anymore, but we just really, really enjoy playing you folks. So they made it happen. The JV girls played just a little bit ago. Now the JV girls for the Red Devils looking good. Now, granted, they did lose 3 games, but still very, very good looking for the beginning of the year. Now, when we are getting ready to come into our varsity team, of course, Coach Mindy was saying very pleased with the way the ladies played the last game. And basically the first set, they won 3 straight, and then they took 3 out of the 4, looking really, really good on the court. Unfortunately, Alexi Lucatero twisted her ankle last night in practice. She is iffy right now as far as being able to play. She wants to get out there on the court. Coach says, well, I'm not going to go ahead and risk her getting hurt more than she already is. So we're just going to have to kind of wait and see how that plays out. But anyway, as soon as we're done here in the gym, we're going to go over to the Gridiron. We got a football game right along with North Valley there too. So it's going to be a heck of a afternoon here, Dan.
Looks like we're about to introduce the players tonight.
I think we can do. In fact, why don't we do the Pledge of Allegiance, and
okay.
You folks stay with us, and let's do it. To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, now we're going to get started. I'm really excited about this because, North Valley is known to be just not a good school, but their sport programs are extremely well too. And so it's going to be a good battle, I think, tonight for us, Dan.
Yeah, I think so as well. Pre-game report brought to you by our friends at the City of Coquille, you guys, and we're about to introduce the roster for the North Valley program. The Knights have been here with us for football. They've come in for basketball. They're a great team, and they are a formidable opponent, I must say. So, yeah, we're looking forward to the games tonight, and as soon as they get everything ironed out down on the court, we're going to start our game. It was a good game between the junior varsity squads, Coquille girls. You can see that they have improved their skill levels. They're moving on up, and we have to keep in mind that it's just their second game of the year. So hats off to them.
All right, so here comes our Lady Red Devils. Caitlin Johnson, number 1, Peyton Drake, of course. And we're going to get Lexi Lucatero to start after all tonight. I know that's going to get her excited.
Boy, bless her heart, she's out there on it.
Holly Riju, our captain, hitting the court. Bristol Layton. Olivia Brophy, as we mentioned last game, coming from Myrtle Point on a transfer. And then, of course, our libero, Candace Little. I'm excited, man. This is going to be so good.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game.
And I'm getting us a fan, I promise, this weekend. It's very warm up here.
I was telling Lee in another month we'll appreciate the heat up here, but
Yeah, that's true. Almost feel like there's hot flashes or something, and I know that ain't right.
all right, here's our starters for the North Valley volleyball program. Skylar Sifri, Colby Estes, Atalia Paredes, Natalie Miller, Samantha Barnwell, and Marley Prudhomme.
Easy for you to say.
Let's see who our libero is. The coach gave me two options. She said, wait and see who I sent out on the court. She was a little indecisive, but very friendly, very nice lady. And
Well, you know, and that's how Coach Mindy was too. And
Sure.
I got some information about our brand new assistant coach McKenna, and we're going to be able to share that later on tonight too. But yeah, let's get ready to have a little bit of fun.
so they've got Kennedy Kinley out on the court for libero.
And in the back there, we're going to see Miss Johnson. She'll be getting things started off here for us on the serve line.
We got to correct things here. Skylar Sifri is the libero for the Knights. And here's the serve for Coquille.
Okay, so we got Johnson in the back, we got Brophy in the back, and of course our libero, that's Candace Little, currently on that back line. The officials are making sure that they got all the correct ladies on there for their starting lineup right now.
Right rotation.
And then on the net, of course, we do have Lucatero, Viju, and Layton. As you mentioned, I want to say thank you so much to our broadcast sponsor, that's Coastal Coffee. Our pre- and post-game sponsor, of course, the City of Coquille. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And here comes the serve.
Pass set and over to the Coquille side.
Little to Johnson to Viju.
And there's the pass. Here's the set on the Knights side. Back over the net to Coquille. Estes with the set. Over the net, Coquille ball.
Oh, nice play. Oh, beautiful block of the net. Here comes Brophy with the back over.
There's the set and over the net, back to Coquille.
Yeah, they're saying that Coquille was in the net. That was Lucatero they called that one on. So that will put the first point on the board for North Valley.
And serving Natalie Miller for the Knights. Here's the serve. Jump serve over the net, mid-court for Coquille.
There's Viju to Johnson, back to Viju with the slam.
Tried to block that one, came back over the net. Knights have the ball, over to Coquille. A block at the net puts a point on the board for the Knights. It's 2-0. Knights up by 2. And that was Abigail Robinson on the block for the Knights, along with Atalia Paredes. Here's the serve. Another block. Coquille saves it. Too hard. Backfield puts the point on the board for the Knights. It'll be 3-0. Knights on top. Back at the service line, Natalie Miller. Jump serve over the net to Coquille. There's Viju. A little short onto the ground. Puts another point on the board for the Knights. It's 4-0. Coquille yet to score. Miller on the service line. And a jump serve. Too hard. All the way back into the backcourt. And puts a point on the board and turns the ball over for the Red Devils.
And Little's going to sit down for a minute. And that's going to put Bristol Layton on that front net. Peyton Drake with the serve for Coquille. Tell you, that was a great dig by Brophy there. She just couldn't quite get to it. Good hustle. Great attempt.
Yes, it was. Another point on the board for the Knights.
Almost looks like Coquille kind of just needs to get settled in a little bit.
Yeah, get their feel for the game. There's the serve, mid-court to Coquille.
There's a nice kill by Vizhu. Put another point on the board. We got 5-2 now. Coquille down by 3. And we're going to put Lexi Lucatero on the serve line.
Nice. And the set over the back to Coquille. Oh, and off the hands of Lucatero.
That was a great slam that North Valley was able to put there just above Lucatero's fingertips.
Checking in is Marley Prudhomme, and that'll give Sifri a breather.
Actually, I think it just barely hit her fingertips early.
Yeah, I think so too. Paredes with the serve.
Nice
and
dig.
It's set. Set on the Knights side, over the net, back to Coquille. There's Vizhu.
The bump, the set. Here comes the hit by Layton. Bump, set. Here comes Vizhu with the kill, and it is.
Oh, it's inside and good. Puts a point on the board for Coquille, 6-3.
You know, you look at the score when it's 5-0 or something. Next thing you know, it's halfway there. And
yeah, they bring it back quick.
Good crowd tonight too. Thank everybody for coming out, and those of you listening. Vizhu on the serve.
There's a set. Prudhomme over the net for the Knights.
There's a hit by Brophy, blocked at the net. Yeah,
good work. There's the set. Prudhomme.
Oh, just barely out. Barely out. So there's a point again for Coquille. We're going to see Vizhu back at the serve line. 6-4.
Nice set. Oh, good block by Coquille. Puts it
Yes.
back on the side of the Knights. And Coquille closing the gap with a score of 5.
Tell you, Layton was just right there. Perfect position to be able to bounce that right back. Good dig.
Oh, man. Nice save by Coquille.
Oh, and it was just out. Man, I tell you what, that was some good hustle by the ladies. But just bounced out a little bit, or flew out, I guess I should say. I want to thank Coquille Supply for being our clothing sponsor again this year. Our halftime report is going to be brought to you by Les Schwab Tire Center and our athlete of the game, Hamley Schroeder Funeral Service.
There's a serve from the Knights back to Coquille. Over the net. Johnson with the hit.
But, you know, that just took North Valley out of position totally. Never expected that.
That's right.
Candace Little, our libero, she'll be at the serve line for the Lady Red Devils.
Way to read that court. There's the pass. Oh, nice work.
Drake just nailed it right there.
Coquille closing the gap with a score 7-7. Little on the line serving for the Red Devils. Back to Seafree. There's the set. Over the net, back to Coquille. Nice work by Brophy driving one in. Libero on the Knights' side of the ball. Couldn't get to it. Coquille up by 1 now with a score of 8. Candace Little about to serve for the Red Devils. Oh, into the net. No good. That'll put a point on the board for the Knights to turn the ball over. And on the line for the Knights is Samantha Barnwell, should be serving. Into the center court for Coquille. There's Johnson. Over the net. Nice. Vizhu put the point on the board. into the net. Puts a point on the board for Coquille and turns the ball over. Score is 9-9. Olivia Brophy serving for Coquille. Into the midcourt for the Knights. They make the set and blocked at the net. There's the set. Trudeau trying to get it high one, trying to keep it alive. Coquille can't do it. Puts a point on the board for the Knights. They're up by 1 with a score of 10. Looks like our libero will be serving for North Valley. Skylar Sifri with the serve to Coquille.
There's the bump, the set. Here comes Lexi. And it's out.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, that's
Natalie Miller with that hit.
I'm sorry, Dan.
That's okay.
That's just, hey, it's going to tie the game.
Yeah, man, that's right. You got to get excited about that. Heck yeah.
Caitlin Johnson on the serve line. Great serve. And there's another point. Coquille now takes the lead. You know, that's the first time in this first game that they've been in that position. I mean, it's only 1 point, but still, that's the first time here that they've been able to take the lead.
Yeah, take the lead. Absolutely.
So, here comes Johnson.
Center court, Prudhomme. And over the net, that was Estes. Coquille taking it over the net. Nice work. That was Drake. Back on the service line is Johnson for the Red Devils. Here's the serve. Nice center court. There's the set. And over the net, back to Coquille. Little with the set. Whoa, they keep it alive on the Knights side of the ball and back over to Coquille. There's Drake, back to Johnson. Bijou. And she's outside the court. So that puts a point on the board for the Knights, and that'll take, let's see, number 11 out there. That's not Candace, that's Natalie Miller. Here's the serve, jump serve, strong and into the net. That's a point for Coquille and a turnover.
So here in the first game, Coquille 13, North Valley 11. We got Peyton Drake. She'll be on the serve line. Oh, and it's a little strong. So that'll go out. Turn it over to North Valley. Put another point on the board for him. 13-12. Coquille still up by 1.
Samantha Garreau for the Knights. Here's the serve. Mid-court, there's the bump. Just shanked off the right-hand side. And Johnson couldn't get to it.
Well, that ball dropped so quickly.
Yeah.
You know, I know last time we were talking about it's like a sinker.
When it's got that spin on it. Here's the service. Back to Coquille. There's Drake. And the set. Johnson puts it over. Nice set. Back over to Coquille. Johnson with the set. Up, and away.
Yeah, one hit too many.
Yeah. So that'll put the Knights back on top with a score of 14. They're up by 1. Samantha Garreau for the Knights. Served into the midcourt. Johnson with the set. Drake taking it over. There's the bump in the set. Back over to Coquille. Johnson with the set. Drake. Blocked with the net. Puts a point on the board for the Knights, and that'll take Garreau back to the service line. Oh, see the spin on that ball?
Oh, my gosh. That's one of those where it's like, which way do I turn my hands and which way do I take it here, you know?
Yeah, ball went in right towards Lucatero. She went for the set, but it spun out of control there. There's Drake. Johnson with the save. Oh, just can't keep it over.
That young lady's got a heck of a serve.
She really does.
We're going to have a timeout called real quick here by Coach Mindy for the Red Devils. Talk to the girls a little bit, calm them down some. You know, and as we do that, got to say thanks so much once again to Coquille Tire. Coquille Tire is making sure that we're rolling down the highway in the direction we need to go with with some good rubber on our vehicle, and we just want to say thank you for that. And got to say thanks so much to O'Neill's Overhead Doors and Continuous Gutters. You know, they make sure that we got some fuel in the tank and that we're able to get where we need to go. So it is very, very much appreciated. And we got a couple new sponsors this year, too, Dan. We got Norway Land and Livestock.
Yes, thank you so much for your support of the Red Devils.
Yes, and then also I just found out Tuesday? Anyway, the Sawdust Theater is coming on board.
Outstanding.
So,
I got to tell any of our listeners that haven't been to the Sawdust Theater, you're really missing out.
What a great season it was.
Man, we had such a ball. My wife and I went twice, and we drugged the neighbors with us once. It was a great show this year, and I encourage anybody to get out to the Sawdust Theater and see a show.
I've got to get the dates, but there's a fella that sings like Johnny Cash.
Really?
And he's heading over this way. I don't know if it's this month or next, but oh yeah, all kinds of fun things are happening.
Is he going to be appearing at the Sawdust Theater?
At the Sawdust Theater.
All right,
yeah.
They can go to their website and check it out. Johnson for Coquille. Bijou puts it over the court. What an ace. That was beautiful, man. Killed it. Good work, and that puts Coquille down by 3 with a score of 14. Lucatero on the service line. Nice serve by Lexi mid-court. And there's the set.
Oh, nice one by Lexi there.
Bijou putting it over. Picked up by the Knights. There's the set. And back over to Coquille.
Brophy, Johnson, here comes Bijou again. I tell you, the defense for their
Miller
Knights are amazing. Oh, what a great play at the net between Leighton and Brophy.
Good work.
Coquille's finding their way back, only down by 2. Lucatero at the line, 17-15, North Valley ahead.
Stiffrey. And, nice work. There's the set. The Knights save it. Over the net.
Well, I tell you what, Brophy got the first one over.
Yeah.
And that second one, she just barely caught the net. Her and her sister, both great assets that have come over this year from Myrtle Point. There's the bump. We got the set. Brophy with the hit.
And there's the set back to Coquille.
Johnson, Drake, Lucatero. Oh, great hustle by the ladies.
Good work by Coquille. Nice.
Well, I tell you what, that was almost blocked back over. Of course,
Yeah.
it did come off Bijou's hand, but still, great effort.
Coquille down by 4 with a score of 15. There's the service for the Knights into the net. That'll put a point on the board for the Red Devils.
Yes.
Turn the ball over for the serve. All right, there's an ace. That's Bijou. Coquille bringing it up with a score of 17. The Knights at 19 in the first set. Coquille service to the Knights. There's the set. Over the net, back to Coquille. Back to the Knights. Free to Dome over the net to Coquille. Johnson. Back over. Tipped back over to the Red Devils. Brophy. Drake back to the Knights. There's Miller back over the net to the Red Devils. Can't save that one. Good work. And the Coquille Red Devils closing the gap, put another point on the board. It's 19-18. Knights on top. Bijou on the line for the Red Devils. She'll be serving. Here's the serve. Back court.
I was trying to find the date on that, but I'll just have to look it up later on so we can talk about that. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, that will be a lot of fun. That's a great place to see a show. What a nice venue there.
It really is,
Yeah.
you know, and it was so fun being part of it this year and helping out. So there's Bijou with the serve. Beautifully done.
Second ace in this round for review.
She just floated that in there, didn't she?
Yeah, outstanding.
Puts the Lady Red Devils back on top by one with the 20-19 score currently. As North Valley says, let's take a minute here and try to regroup. Make sure you girls stay on top of things. You know, we've talked about the serves. And from what Dan and I could notice anyway, it's like every single one of these ladies, they got about 3 different serves that they actually use. They can float them in there. They can spin them in there. They can line drive them.
Yeah, sink them.
Man, I tell you.
Holy smokes.
So if the Lady Red Devils can get a couple more points on the board to get to point, they could be looking pretty good here. As Bijou's going to go ahead and serve. Oh, there's another point.
Can't be saved.
And you know, the thing of it is, you never know how it's going to come because they can float it in or they can just rip it right through you. There's the difference right there. Another ace.
Yep, another ace.
So she floated, what, 2 or 3 in there?
3rd ace of the game, yeah.
And then she slams one through.
You go, Holly. That's outstanding. Good work. And service to the Knights. There's the set. Prudhomme trying to get it over. They do. Answered by Lucatero. Drake sends it back over.
Good hit by Leighton there. Drake. Oh, that was a nice one by Johnson.
Yeah.
Here comes Brophy on the hit. And it's good. Yes.
23-19, Coquille.
Beautiful setup there by the Lady Red Devils. With Holly still on the serving line.
Yeah, I'd keep her there. Here's the set. That was Miller. Prudhomme over the net to Coquille.
Oh, nice little touch by Brophy.
Miller with the set. Oh, man. Coquille tried to make a block, and Barnwell over the net with that one.
Yeah, you know, you get caught up so close to that darn net, you know. But still, Coquille is up by 3 points.
Yeah, you don't want to touch that net. It's like it's electrified.
Yep.
Costs you a point.
And the athleticism that North Valley has is phenomenal. It really is.
Kennedy Kinley on the service. Coquille answers.
Johnson. Leighton slams him in there. I tell you, she's a
Miller
great asset to this club this year.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Good slam by Brophy, even though it was blocked at the net. It stayed right there. So there's 24-20. This is game point right here. Leighton is going to take a breather for a moment, and then we're going to have our libero. That's Candace Little. Game point right here.
Set by Miller. Barnwell over the net. Coquille.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Nicely done by North Valley. But Coquille just needs to get a little volley going here, get the point, walk away with the first victory.
And here's Barnwell serving for the Knights. Strong serve. Backcourt. Johnson. What a save by the Knights.
And there's game. 25-21. My goodness.
That was a good game. It was really back and forth.
Well, and you know, when you look at it as a whole, North Valley really had the advantage pretty much the entire time. But, you know, that's one of the things that we know that our Lady Red Devils do. They hang in there, they keep digging, and consequently, they get the victory. You know, I wanted to share just a couple things too, Dan, just really quick. McKenna is our new assistant coach. Now, just a little history about her. We are so fortunate to have her. She's done club ball, and she's done just a lot of different things when it comes to volleyball, but she's also helped out at SWAC. And so she brings a lot of knowledge for the Lady Red Devils. And talking to Coach Mindy, she says, you know, we're so fortunate to have her because of that knowledge that she has, and she loves the girls, and they all get along really good and everything else. And it just really enhances the play for these girls because it gives them even more of an opportunity to learn.
Oh, yeah, build that skill level. You bet.
Absolutely.
You
So
bet.
it's just it's awesome. The other thing is too, just ladies and gentlemen, not that we want to cut the volleyball game short, but we're going to have to be out of here no later than 5:45. So if the volleyball game is still going, we apologize, but we're going to have to head over to the football field. If we had 2 sets of equipment, it'd be a little different, but we don't. And that way we can get some information from coaches, so forth and so on, and be able to pick it up. Normally we wouldn't be in this situation.
Right.
But because the football team was coming up, I mean, it was just the volleyball team. It's just the particular date that worked out best for North Valley as well. So we're trying to accommodate both here the best that we possibly can. And, again, we appreciate you tuning in.
Absolutely. And next time you guys stop by the Highway Deli Mart for gasoline, propane, or any one of their delicious treats inside, tell them thank you for supporting the Coquille Red Devils and this broadcast.
Absolutely. I saw the Ink Master down here.
Oh, very good.
Oh yeah.
Inspired Ink.
Yep. Inspired Ink tattoo.
Yeah.
Down. Got a great crowd here tonight. That's for sure. Really appreciate it so very, very much. And don't forget, Farr's Hardware. You know, they're located here in Coquille as well as in Coos Bay. You know what they say, Farr's has got everything.
And they got popcorn.
You go where the popcorn is. That's how
That's
they're doing.
right. If I need nuts and bolts or anything like that, toss in a bag of popcorn. I'm there.
Got to say a special thank you as well. Dave and Karina over there, the owners of Milky Way Feed Tack and Trucking. You know, they do so much in this community for so many kids.
Yes.
Especially when it's fair time, you know. I mean, they are just rocking and rolling. They're doing so much. We greatly appreciate their support. And East Fork Lumber Company, you know, Jared over there, he's a Bobcat through and through. He's an alumni. He's on the board. I mean, kids go there. And he said, you know, I want to support. It's for the kids. And so, Jared, thank you so much from East Fork Lumber.
That's right, absolutely. Here's the beginning of round 2 of the game. Miller with the serve for the Knights, picked up by Little.
Little, Johnson, Bijou. And that went off the block out of bounds, so that's going to be the first point going to Coquille Lady Red Devils. Layton comes back on the court as Little has a breather. Back on the serve line, that's Peyton Drake.
Nice serve, picked up by
Layton, Johnson, Bijou.
Oh, and there's Miller. Over the net, back to Coquille. That was Estes.
Here comes Layton again. Oh, they're not able to handle it. They were.
Wow.
And it's out. Great block at the net.
Yeah, but Bijou had so much power on that strike that it bounced right back out of the court.
Yep.
Good work.
Also, you can pick up tonight's game of volleyball and football on YouTube. Not YouTube TV, just regular YouTube at CSD8. So they're saying they carried that one. North Valley did, the Knights, and so that's going to be 3-0 now, Coquille point. And, of course, Peyton Drake still back on the serve line. Good serve to the back court.
Barnwell with the set. Miller getting it over the net for the Knights.
Trophy to Johnson. Here comes Layton again. Oh, she tried to slide it looked like,
Man.
right along that net. It was like, but I think it caught too much of the side of her hand instead of the palm there. Good effort, though. That is first point, too, for North Valley, by the way. That's Coquille Lady Red Devils are set ready for this here serve.
Garreau with the service for North Valley.
That was a very good serve, right in between the lines. Of course, Lucatero did everything she could to get to it. There goes Drake to Johnson. From behind, here comes Bijou, and it's good.
4-2, Red Devils on top with the score.
So we're going to take the shortcut across the field or through the parking lot?
Oh, shortcuts are always best.
I think so. Especially for an old man like me.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Yeah, man.
Lee, you take the shortcut, baby.
No, I was thinking about for Dan. Are you kidding? Shortcut looks good to me.
Oh, my gosh.
Lucatero with the serve. Back out. That is Sifri. And the bump. Barnwell puts it back over to Coquille.
Lucatero, Johnson. Who's it going to be? Brophy.
Oh.
I tell you what, that ball is placed just perfectly with these ladies on both sides of the net. Actually, they're both playing extremely well. But now Coquille is up 6-2. Lucatero with the serve.
There's a set by Miller.
Lucatero to Johnson. Who's it going to be? Oh, it's Bijou.
Oh, and she takes out the line keeper.
That line judge was backing it up. Holly's over there saying, I'm sorry. It's dangerous down there.
It is. Somebody get her a hard hat.
Protective vest.
That's right. OSHA will be out here. There's the bump, the set by Miller.
Oh,
well,
what a block. What a block. Great block there. Well, you know, it's pretty hard to try to get it past Bijou and Brophy, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Lucatero still at the serve line.
Miller with the set. Oh, man.
Well, Brophy got her fingertips on it, but it just couldn't quite, manage to get anything on that ball. Still a great effort. So Lucatero is going to sit down and take a little breather on that ankle.
Paredes serving for the Knights.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful spike by Layton there. As I mentioned, we got some ladies that's on this here team this year. What a great asset. Of course, Layton's one of them. Brophy's another. Here's Holly's serve.
Incredible save by the Knights. They get it back over to Coquille.
And there's Little. Here comes Layton again.
Answered by Miller.
Holly. Little. Johnson. Good for a point.
Johnson with a kill. 10-3, Coquille.
My goodness.
Looks like the Red Devils have got their program together now.
See, there's that line drive serve.
Yeah, what a nice serve. Trudeau over the...
There's Drake. Here's Johnson. Brophy. Wow. Just a line drive shot.
Boy, that's a kill. 11-3, Coquille. Second set.
Bijou on the line.
Answered by Barnwell.
Oh, what a nice play there by Brophy. Coquille on a roll at 12-3.
Answered by Barnwell. Miller with the set. And over the net, Prudhomme. Coquille back to the Knights. Johnson with the set. Brophy back to the Knights. Miller back over. Coquille ball. Johnson with the set. Over the net real easy. What a beautiful point. And that was Layton out there scoring for the Red Devils. Timeout called on the Knights side of the ball. Hey, just a quick reminder, you guys, the Coquille Booster Club is having their Hall of Fame dinner banquet and silent auction.
That's going to be so much fun.
Yeah. That's
you got to come to that with me.
Coquille Community Center, sure. Doors open at 5:30, dinner at 6:30 p.m. The tickets are $20, and they can be purchased from Coquille High School or any booster member. That dinner includes a choice of chicken, tri-tip. You get bread, salad, and there's a dessert auction. Full bar presented by the Coquille Eagles and silent auction baskets. It is going to be a Hall of Fame inductees for the Coquille alumni. Going to be a lot of fun. Again, that is September 28th. Doors open at 5:30.
Yeah, I'm sure. I was asked by Tony, I'm very honored, too, by the way, to MC that.
Absolutely.
And it's always so much fun. You know, me and a couple of fellas normally go ahead and spend a few $100s on the dessert table.
Yeah.
And then let everybody eat. And it's just the fun against bidding against each other, you know. Viju with another ace.
That's the fourth in this set. She is on fire. Score is 14-3, Coquille.
But anyway, that's coming up. What's the date on that?
That's on the 28th. Yeah.
The 28th at the community building.
Yeah.
And it starts at, what, 5 or something like that?
Yeah, the doors open at 5:30. The dinner's at 6:30.
Yeah, you better get there at 5:30, start bidding on stuff.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you. That's good. I don't know what's there, but there's always something good there.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have a little court maintenance here, a little perspiration on the court so the ladies don't step on something and twist an ankle or whatever it could be, because we know that could happen. So they'll get that scored at 14-3 here in the second set. Lady Red Devils have just come back on fire. As you mentioned, Holly's got, what, 4 aces, and here she goes again.
Yeah.
There's a little serve.
There's Miller and Prudhomme getting it back over to Coquille.
Drake, Johnson, who's it going to be? It's going to be Holly.
Miller with the set to Barnwell. Back to Coquille.
Oh, nice hit. There's a good set. Leighton. Oh, what's it going to be? Are they in the net?
Yeah, they're going to.
Oh, they're going to say Leighton was in the net. Or Brophy, one or the other.
So the ball turns over to the Knights. The score is 14-4. Coquille on top, and taking it to the back line for the Knights is Kennedy Kinley. Here's the serve.
There's Drake. Going to go to Johnson. Now back to Brophy.
Barnwell with the set. And Sifri over to Coquille.
Here comes Leighton. Beautifully done. She has such a nice touch putting it over that net.
Yeah, she does.
And this is also going to put Leighton to the line for serving.
Miller with the set. Back over to Coquille. Sifri gets it over the net.
Brophy Johnson just lays it in between them for another Coquille point. 16-4. Again, Leighton.
Sifri, the bump. There's the set. And over is Barnwell.
Drake to Johnson. And Brophy gets, beautiful check right there with the block at the net.
Yeah, that was Marley Prudhomme. For North Valley Knights. And that'll put Samantha Barnwell on the line. Here's the serve. Strong serve mid-court. Can't be picked up. Little with the bump. Nobody to set. And a point on the board. Coquille maintains a 10-point lead. And here's the serve. There's Barnwell into the net. Puts one on the board for the Red Devils and turns that ball over.
Well, it's 17-6. Now Coquille up by 11. Brophy in the back there for serving with the Lady Red Devils.
Barnwell, Miller with the bump. Prudhomme puts it back over.
Brophy to Johnson. Viju. Oh, nice pick by Drake. Great blocking by the Knights. Drake again. And it's in.
It's in.
Man, that was a great hit.
That was a nice rally and a good point for Coquille. 18-6.
Brophy on the serve. Oh, she's fired up. That was a court and a half.
Yeah. Trying to get that ball down to Myrtle Point. That was great.
Right. Leighton's going to have a sit. Little's going to come back out.
Here's Sifri with the serve for the Knights. Our libero tonight. Over, picked up by Little. Johnson with the set.
Oh, here comes Brophy with a hit.
Barnwell, back to Miller.
Little.
Back over.
Johnson. And there's Drake, and it's going to be a point.
19-7, Red Devils.
Trying to see. Johnson says, "Are you sure you want me to serve?" Yes, come on, Kate. It's your turn. Gosh, Caitlin, what are you doing up there? Get off that line. They're going to double check, I think.
Yeah, they're going
see
to
what they're
check the
doing.
rotation.
Okay, here we go. Johnson on the serve.
Blackwell, Miller with the set. Back over.
Oh, very nicely done. Just behind Little.
Yeah, that was Kinley.
She just couldn't turn it around to get to it. And if she did, it'd be amazing. I mean, that was a perfectly placed ball.
And that'll put Natalie Miller on the line, serving for the North Valley Knights. Officials say, let's play ball. Here's a serve. Jump serve.
Bijou, Johnson. Back to Bijou. Beautiful set.
Nice kill by Bijou.
Yeah, I tell you, that set was just leading Bijou the entire time. Good job by Johnson. 20-8 is the score. Drake on the serve line. We're going to do a little bit more court maintenance here. Clean some of that perspiration. These girls are working hard.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I'm serious, man. You should talk to the wife and I'll make sure that you get tickets to be able to go to that.
Yeah, that'd be great. We'd love to join you down there with the. Well, I'll really have to twist her arm to make her go to Coquille and eat tri-tip. Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun.
Well, we'll have to talk about it here,
Okay.
after ball game. It really is, and you get to honor people that are alumni here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, Holly, again a beautiful set. Holly just lays it right in there. Bijou again. How are we going to pick an athlete of the game? Brought to you by Emily Schroeder.
So far,
Services.
I'm giving it to Holly Bijou. She's got 4 aces down, and how many points has she scored? I mean, there's no I in team, but Holly has just been on fire and awesome all night.
Right.
Miller and over. Too strong. The Knights put it in the back court. Robinson, and that's a point for Coquille. 22-9, Red Devils.
And here comes Lexi.
And Miller. Robinson back to
Nice
Coquille.
dig, nice dig. Here comes Layton. And she drops it right in again.
Beautiful.
My gosh, what a great set of hands and eye coordination to place that ball so well.
Right where she wants it. And to find a hole on the court.
Yeah, exactly.
Good work.
So Lucatero again. Here's the serve. He got by you, didn't he?
Yeah, one got by. That's all we need him is to kick that power cord out of the wall.
So now we're looking at game point here. It's 24-9. Lucatero to Johnson. Oh, and it's in. Brophy took it. 25-9. Outstanding. I tell you what, you talk about a tough one. They just trip on the cords, that's all. All right, well, and here's what's going to be happening. What time do we got?
We have, at the tone, the time will be 5:28. Boop. We got about 15 minutes left, and let's see if they can get the third set going here. Just
All right. Well, we have these little ones. I love it. But they run back and forth and behind us, and so they kind of sneak through, and we got our power cords here. And, of course, we don't want to get knocked off the air, but the most important thing is we don't want them to trip on these cords and get hurt.
Yeah, fall into those stands right there. Bad news.
It would not make my day.
No.
Man, I tell you what, I'm trying to see which way we're going to go to the football field. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Seriously, we got a full season in front of us. And I tell you what, we are so looking forward to it. The league has changed a little bit. We're not going to have to travel quite so much. The other thing is, too, for 3A, the state championship is going to be in Coos Bay, North Bend, along with basketball again this year.
That's going to be great.
Very, very excited about
Absolutely.
that. That's going to be amazing. So,
And the Marshfield Auditorium is a great place to watch any basketball
man,
game.
it's phenomenal. I got to say thanks a lot to the First Community Credit Union. They're just an amazing sponsor that we have, and they have an insurance side of that credit union that a lot of people I don't think realize. They got home, life, auto, just amazing over there. So thank you so very, very much to First Community Credit Union. Again, Coquille Tire, we can't say thanks enough for keeping that rubber on our vehicle to be able to get down the highway. You're always keeping us safe. And so thank you so very, very much. It's like MP Auto and Reagan. They're up there in Myrtle Point. I tell you what, you need some logging supplies.
Yeah, chokers. You bust a hydraulic line, run down to MP Auto and Rigging. I mean, they'll set you up.
They'll go to the job site and make a hydraulic line for you.
Yeah, I mean, they're awesome, and you can find them on Highway 42 in Myrtle Point.
All right, so here we go. Caitlin Johnson is going to start us off here for the third set with Coquille Lady Red Devils and the serve. Drake Johnson, who's pulling it? Ollie Rijou.
Nice work.
Oh, man. That was an incredible dig for Little over there. Candace Little.
Yeah, you got to hand it to her.
My gosh, what a great, great attempt that was. I don't know how she got to it from here at least. I don't have a clue.
I didn't get a good – I have got the official in front of me here, but –
Yeah, we can't tell him to move.
No, but he can have us move. Oh, what a block.
Yeah, it was blocked,
Man.
and it just rolled all over that net. Not much Coquille could actually do about that one, really.
So it's 2-0, and the Knights are on top, and that'll bring Natalie Miller to the serving line. Here's the serve.
That girl's got a crazy good serve. Yeah, what are they calling? Are they calling it? Yeah, sure enough, too tight.
All right, too many up in the front court. Huh?
Yeah.
Here's the serve. Nice.
Yeah, that young lady's a powerhouse.
Yeah, she's firing them in there.
Oh, just outside. Not by much, but enough.
Coquille down by 4 in the third set. What was the final score on the second, Lee? 25?
25-9.
9.
Yeah.
Jump serve into the net. That'll put one on the board.
I got to tell you, I'm glad
Coquille.
that happened because that girl can serve.
Yeah, those, man.
She is phenomenal. It is nothing but a powerhouse. That young lady is very, very good. All right, well, here comes Peyton Drake for the Lady Red Devils.
And back to Coquille.
Drake to Johnson. Here comes Layton. Oh, almost got down there.
Estes puts it over the net.
And Drake again, going to go over to Johnson. Yeah, just couldn't quite get it up over the net.
It is 5-1, and the ball is turned over to North Valley. Garreau, Samantha Garreau will be serving.
There's Brophy to Johnson. And to Rijou, and it's blocked and goes out of bounds. So there's a point for the Lady Red Devils. With a 5-2, we're going to have some substitutions, it looks like now. Crochetier on the serve.
Sifri, Miller.
And it's
and
out.
Over. Out.
Crochetier did a fantastic job there coming off the bench, making sure that was going out of play. Watched it the entire time. She's such a kick. We got to talk to her last week and figuring out her name. She goes, yeah, I bet you can't say it right.
Miller.
And it's like, you are so correct.
She says, how are you going to remember Crochetier? And she had her hair was in two buns. I said, well, Mouseketeer. Over it, ninth ball. Prudhomme over the net, back to Coquille.
Crochetier.
Robinson. There's Barnwell over the net and a point for the Knights.
Yeah, I tell you, that just barely got over where Brophy just couldn't quite get to it and handle it.
So they're maintaining a 4-point lead. And there's the serve, Paredes.
Oh, here comes Layton. Nice. Nicely done. What's the word? Strategically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they definitely have a strategy out there.
Mm-hmm. Good hit by Layton to get the point back for Coquille. As Bijou is on the line serving.
Miller with the bump, and Barnwell over to Coquille.
Bijou, Johnson, and Brophy.
Miller, Sifri. Out of court, but it's inside. What a kill. And that was Abigail Robinson for the Knights. Maintaining a 4-point lead with a score of 8. Kennedy Kinley with the serve.
There's Bijou to Johnson. Oh, she puts it right over. Nicely done.
Yeah.
I don't think the ladies for the North Valley was expecting that at all.
No, that was, man, she found a hole in the court, and that's where the ball landed.
Exactly. So Bristol Layton, she's going to get a well-deserved breather. Candace Little on the line.
Miller with the set. Prudhomme into Coquille.
Bijou, Johnson. Drake comes back around. Johnson again.
Prudhomme with another one. Back to
Drake,
Coquille.
Johnson. Here comes Brophy. Oh, is it in? It is in. That line judge is like, woohoo.
Yeah. She's keeping her eye on the ball.
I wouldn't be down there, man. That's scary.
Yeah, you gotta watch, huh?
Candace Little, our libero. Beautiful serve, and there's another point for Coquille. Only down by 1 with the score of 8-7. Little with the serve. Oh, it's going to get caught in the net. So there. Now we got a tie ball game.
8-8. Candace Little with the serve for the Red Devil. Set by Miller. Prudhomme over the net. Coquille ball. Blocked by Prudhomme. Back to Miller. Barnwell over the net.
Oh, nice. Double hit.
Mm-hmm. Puts a point on the board for the Knights, and that'll put them back in to serve Samantha Barnwell.
Bijou to Johnson. Here comes Drake. Okay, they're saying that. Trying to see what they were doing.
Yeah.
They said something evidently about being closer to the net again and whatnot. Crochetier's going to have a sit down and take a little breather. Averett will be on the court.
Even score 9-9. There's Barnwell. Miller with the set.
There's Brophy. Bijou, here comes Brophy again. Coming off the net. Great work by the Lady Knights.
What a save.
Oh, and it's just out.
Colby Estes on the court holding on to her ankle, maybe twisted it, bless her heart. So coaching staff's coming out to see how she's doing. Boy, that's no fun. Red Devils taking a knee while we're seeing how our player is on the North Valley side of the court. Again, that's Colby Estes being attended to by coaching staff right now. Yeah, I think it's an ankle injury, a little twist. It's horrible to roll your ankle. Holy smoke. Bless her heart, she's up and headed across the court by her own steam there. We're getting a little assistance, but we hope she's feeling better soon. No fun. So they've got her back over to the sideline and with the team. Here comes a big bag of ice. That'll help. And coaching staff is attending her. We're waiting for the officials to resume the game. Next time you guys stop in at CarQuest Auto Parts to get your wipers or some oil, let them all know that you're listening to the game and you appreciate their support. Still waiting to get the game back underway. Okay, well, Skylar Sifry is on the back line, and she'll be serving for North Valley. There's the serve. Coquille. Brophy to Miller. Blocked. And a point. 11-9. The Knights are up by 2. And they've got the serve, Skylar Sifry, with the serve for North Valley. There's the serve. There's Brophy to Miller. Johnson. There's Miller with the bump. Back to Coquille. Oh, Little with the dive to save that ball. Couldn't do it.
I tell you what, I am really impressed with Candace Little.
Yeah, I am too.
She's doing a great job.
There's Miller with the set. Prudhomme over the hill to Coquille. Miller. Back over Prudhomme. Brophy. Johnson. Viju over and scores a point for the Red Devils. The score is 12-10 as the Knights on top.
Sometimes I just don't know how they do it. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I've never been a volleyball player. I mean, I played football, golf, baseball, and basketball.
Yeah, you bet. I played a little volleyball, but I don't think being tanked full of Coronas on the Florida Panhandle really counts. really counts.
I am not saying a word. That's great. I mean, I could relate, though.
Yeah, you betcha.
I've been to Mexico on that volleyball thing once in a while.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, this is wearing me out. I'm going to have to take a dip in the ocean and give me a beer.
Yeah. And the better the beers are tasting, the better volleyball player I was. All right, here we are with the Knights answering back. There's Miller and Prudhomme getting it back over to the Coquille side of the ball. Johnson, Viju answering, and there's the score. Nice kill by Viju, and the score is 12-11. Coquille on top.
Served by Johnson.
Prudhomme back
and
over.
It's out.
It's out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to say this, but we're going to have to leave you and head on over to the football field. Unfortunately, with the tie score of 12-12. But, again, we just don't have any control of that because we've got to get set up there as well. So we're going to send it on back to the studios. We're going to get ready to head over to the gridiron. And once again, we want to say thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's volleyball game. We'll be back here next week with the girls. And hopefully you'll tune in and osaa.org and just pull up schools, member schools, and go to Coquille, and you'll be able to pull up the schedule as well. And so we just want to say thank you so very, very much for that. There was a score there, 13-12. So as we get ready to go, we're gonna go find us a barbecue burger and set up for a football game, folks. So thank you again for tuning in.